It is rather fascinating to see how 17th century arrival of the British changed everything about India. Now, today, let me tell you a story about a little no frills concept of the 18th century British Calcutta. In Calcutta, the people of Calcutta actually know about a set of hotels known as Pice hotels. Now, if you are not somebody who's actually looking for ambience, for culture, for uh, show off, but rather just looking for home style Bengali comfort food, eaten just on plain off on banana leaves at community tables, back more or less like home food. That's the famous Pice hotels. Because 18th century Calcutta was a literally hotbed of India's civilization. The company had just established itself as a strong authority in the 18th century Calcutta, and company was ruling India. And Calcutta was the place where all migrants used to come. And these bare bone eateries of Calcutta used to give as good as homemade, authentic food, home cooked, good quality, straight to the point, bare bones, no ambience, no drama, etc. The word pice actually comes from the tiny unit of an Indian rupee, or what we call 1 by 64th of a rupee, or literally pice means 1/4 of an anna. And as time went, that's exactly how the meals were served. The meals were used to cost almost just one pice. And that's why, since the hotels used to sell meals at one pice, they were known as the pice hotels. Pice hotels used to serve very nourishing foods, nourishing meals to the migrants who used to flock with this British Calcutta. Most of these guys were away from their families, worked to the bone, bare, homesick. They were migrants, and all they needed was a simple, good quality food to eat that could give them comfort. That's actually also one of the reasons why Pice hotels were also known as the centers of comfort food. One thing is rather very interesting about these Pice hotels. The menu in these Pice hotels was strictly traditional. Pretty straightforward foods, like, for example, aloo posto, which is potato cooked with poppy seeds, or kumro phool bhaja, which is pumpkin flower fritters, or prawn chingri macher malai curry, basically prawns cooked in coconut milk, or mach bhaja, which is fried fish, straight to the point. Classic old school Calcutta foods. And apart from these, there was a huge array of vegetarian dishes. Now, what's rather interesting is the menus were often written on just blackboard with a chalk, because they never really had a menu card. Because the culture was not about menu card. It's all handwritten on a blackboard, which allows the menu to stay flexible based on the prices of the stock, prices of the input costs, to keep day-to-day operations quite easy. And to avoid wastage, every item in these Pice hotels was priced separately, so that you could customize the order as per your needs. In fact, if you wanted to eat on a banana leaf, the price would double. You need to just pay for the banana leaf. Many of the Pice hotels were very close to what in Calcutta they used to call mess baris, which are basically affordable boarding houses for students, more or less like today's lodges, office workers, artists, or writers, and even for blue collar workers. Most of these houses during the India's freedom movement or freedom struggle eventually became the centers where freedom fighters, a handful of them, even hosted revolutionaries who used to meet secretly to discuss their plans, discuss their future plan of resistance. In fact, one of some of these hotels became so strongly involved into a national struggle that the hotels were sometimes even named Swadhin Bharat, Free India, Young Bengal. Over time, one after the other, the Pice hotels of Calcutta shut down. Most were hit by the double whammy of rising costs and also the changing lifestyles of people's choice. From the British Calcutta, as time moved and it became Kolkata, Slowly, slowly, these classic eateries of old school Calcutta died along with Calcutta. These spice hotels used to exist and give us the most authentic flavors of the Bengali flavors even today. There are some spice hotels who have survived these changes. If you still want to go in Dakshineshwar Hotel Siddheshwari Ashram, or near Kalighat, we have the Tarun Niketan Hotel, or we even have the Swadhin Bharat Hindu Hotel in near College Square on Bhavani Datta Lane. And one of my favorites is the Mahal Restaurant on the Amherst Street. Keep watching more for some interesting histories, mysteries on this channel. Do subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Signing off. Bye bye.